Today I want to show you guys my secret recipe for my absolute favorite body scrub. This is my absolute favorite recipe out of all the ones that I have tried. I have gifted this to people for Christmas, for birthdays. I make it for lots of friends and family, and it is absolutely amazing. Way better than store-bought. It is just enough exfoliation to help you feel clean and get all that dead skin off. But yet there is enough oils and hydration ingredients in here to also help hydrate your skin, make you feel soft afterwards. When I get out of the bath after using this or the shower, I don't even feel like I need lotion. Once you add some water to it, it really starts to foam up and set up. I love the smell of it, the feel of it, and it is way better than any store-bought that I have found. And yes, you guys, this is legit half the price of the store-bought one. First, I used Dove. I'm going to be using blueberry and milk scented this time. You can use whatever body wash you want. You can literally go to the dollar store and buy the $1.25 body wash, whatever you want. I used to love using the Tree Hut body scrub, but you guys, it's $8 a jar now. The jars that you'll be seeing me make today are double the size and for less than half the price. You cannot beat those deals. So let me show you how I do it. First, I get a big container and I'm putting 2 body washes in. Feel free to cut the recipe in half if you don't want to make as many. Next, I'm going to be taking 2 bottles of coconut oil. This is liquid coconut oil. Don't get the solid stuff. It's got to be the liquid. Again, these prices vary. I try to buy them on sale. Coconut oil in the liquid form can be kind of expensive, but you also got to keep in mind this is going to last me a whole year. So if you want to make a smaller batch than what I'm making, I would suggest cutting my recipe in half because I'm doubling everything because I like to make a big batch to last me all year long. So 2 bottles of body wash, 2 bottles of coconut oil, and then this is optional. This is vitamin E oil. You do not have to do this. Vitamin E oil is kind of expensive in my opinion. I get it on clearance. I wait for it on clearance. I've made this recipe without it. If you can get a good deal on it, go for it. If not, you can totally skip it and it's not going to break your recipe. But vitamin E oil is supposed to be good for your skin, so that's why I added in here. This was a substitute, so they were out of the smaller size, and they gave me a bigger size for free. So like I said, this doesn't have to be like exact math. It's not a lot of oil, so it's not going to break your recipe. Next, I'm going to begin stirring this because I kind of want that body wash to froth up. I want this mixture to kind of get a little thicker because next we're going to be putting raw shea butter in Body Balm. This is a solid, so we're going to be needing to melt it in the microwave first. I start off with like a minute, and then I kind of switch to 30-second intervals. You're going to have to do what you feel is best in your microwave. You're just going to have to, kind of play around with it. So I'm going to continue to froth this up. And now while I'm stirring, I'm going to be checking on this shea butter and kind of just pouring it out as it's melted. And then just popping them back in another 30 seconds until the container's empty. You can even reuse these containers if you want. I hate these containers, so I don't reuse them, but you could if you wanted to. And then we're just going to stir, 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 stir because that shea butter will like to clump up. It will want to clump up. And you don't want it to clump up, so you want to keep stirring. Next is Epsom salt, and I bought the cheapest version possible, which is like the Walmart off-brand. This is 4 pounds, and I'm doing 2 bags. This helps a lot with sore muscles, sore joints, and I absolutely love taking a bath with this sugar scrub and then soaking afterwards. So like you rinse off after a good workout And then I put this sugar scrub all over my whole body in the bathtub, and then rinse it off, and then just soak in the bath. It is amazing, especially for workout recovery. I work out 3 times a week on average, so I'm taking about 3 baths a week, and then on the days I don't work out, I just hop in the shower real fast. And rubbing this onto sore muscles and just massaging those muscles is also really amazing. Next, we're going to be adding sugar, and I'm going to do 1 4-pound bag. So just to wrap it up, 2 body washes, 2 coconut oils, 2 shea butters, 2 bags of Epsom salt, 2 containers of vitamin E oil, and 1 4-pound bag of sugar. When it comes to stirring this, I will tell you guys, do not break your arm. Do not give yourself carpal tunnel. I legit will stir a little bit, walk away, go do dishes, go do something else, cook lunch, whatever. Come back and stir some more. When you let this product sit, the heavier sugar and Epsom salt will tend to sink to the bottom, and the liquid, like the oil of the coconut, will kind of come to the surface. So if you just walk away for a little bit and come back and stir it, it'll be a lot easier. This is how I actually store my sugar scrub in the hall closet here. So the last batch I made was pink because I think it was, there's all the other containers. I think it was like a strawberry or something. I reuse these face cleaning pad containers for like travel size of my sugar scrub for when I go on vacation and stuff. You don't have to use containers like this. You can literally use any Tupperware you want. You can use cream cheese, sour cream. I've done butter containers before. You can use one of these canning things to pour in if you want. You don't have to. I like to use a ladle. But yeah, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new containers. And I actually would recommend not. I recommend using what you have first. I slowly accumulated these containers because these are what fit best in my shower. I've tried different things, like I said, butter containers, stuff like that, cream cheese. And I just personally prefer these little kitchen containers. You can thrift them at thrift stores. You can buy them on sale. You can like slowly, build up your collection. If you want to start making your own sugar scrub, you could start with half a recipe and then, as you accumulate more containers. I like to let these sit on the counter for some time because, again, it will kind of settle and expand a little bit before I put the lids on. So literally this is an all-day project. I stir a little bit, walk away, stir a little bit, walk away, fill some containers, walk away. So I don't do all this in one setting, otherwise it would just be forever. But I start putting them on this towel here and just let them sit. Thanks for watching, guys. If you decide to try this recipe, drop it in the comments below what scent you're using and how it turned out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.